Welcome to today's tutorial. In this video, I'm going to show you how to crochet a cookie tape measure cover. This cookie is made of 2 round panels and a filling in the middle. For this project, you'll need 2 colors of yarn, white and pink. You can use any type of yarn you like. Actually, I'm using polyester yarn here. It's about 2 millimeters thick. You'll also need a tape measure with a diameter of about 5 centimeters. I'll be using a 3.0 millimeter crochet hook, along with scissors, a yarn needle, and a stitch marker. First, we're going to crochet the round panels. Start by making a magic ring. Wrap the yarn around your pinky finger, bring it across your index finger, and then wrap it twice around your middle finger. Insert your hook under the 2 loops. Yarn over from your index finger, pull the yarn through, and make 1 chain. Chain 1 more, so at this point I have 2 chains. I'm not counting this chain 2 as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. Now we'll crochet into the ring. Make a half double crochets. This is my first half double crochet, and I'm going to place a stitch marker here so it's easier to find later. Then continue working 9 more half double crochets into the ring. Once all 10 stitches are finished, hold the yarn tail and pull it tightly to close the circle. Remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch into the first half double crochet to finish round 1. Now let's move on to round 2. Start by making chain 2. I'm not counting this chain 2 as a stitch, it's just a turning chain. Work the first half double crochet into the same stitch where you just made the slip stitch. This is the first stitch of the round, so I'll mark it with a stitch marker. In the same stitch, make 1 more half double crochet. This creates a half double crochet increase. In the next stitch, make 2 half double crochets again. As you crochet, carry the yarn tail along the back of your work to hide it. Continue working 2 half double crochets in each stitch around. At the end of this round, you should have 10 increases, which gives you a total of 20 stitches. Take a moment to count your stitches to make sure everything looks correct. Then remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch into the first half double crochet to close round 2. For round 3, start with chain 2, and again, I'm not counting this as a stitch. In the same stitch, make 1 half double crochet. If you like, you can place a stitch marker here to help you keep track. In the next stitch, make 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. Now repeat this pattern. Make 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, and 2 half double crochets in the following stitch. Continue repeating this sequence all the way around the circle. You'll repeat it 10 times in total, and at the end of round 3, you should have 30 stitches. After finishing the last increase, remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch into the first half double crochet to finish the round. Now we're going to crochet the last round of the round panel. Start by making chain 1. In the same stitch, make 1 single crochet and place a stitch marker in the stitch. For this entire round, make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So you'll end up with 30 single crochets. To finish the round, make a slip stitch into the first single crochet that you marked. At this point, 1 round panel is complete. The diameter measures about 5.5 centimeters, which is slightly larger than the tape measure, and this extra space will help the cover fit nicely. Next, we're going to crochet the edge of the cookie. For this round, I'll be using crab stitch, also known as reverse single crochet, and I'll only be working into the front loop only. The remaining back loops will be saved for the filling later. Make 1 chain. Then insert your hook backwards, in front loop only. Then yarn over and pull through. Then yarn over again and pull through both loops. Continue making reverse single crochets in the front loops all the way around. This stitch will add a nice textured edge that looks like a real cookie. At the very end, I'm going to make 1 extra reverse single crochet in the joining space. This gives us a total of 31 reverse single crochets. Now leave a long yarn tail, cut the yarn, and fasten off. If your yarn allows, you can carefully melt the yarn tail to secure it. One round panel is now finished. You'll need 2 identical round panels, so pause the video here and crochet the second one. Then I'll see you again once both panels are ready. Now that both round panels are finished, let's move on to the filling. The filling is the part that creates the thickness of the cookie. And I'm using this cream-colored yarn for this. Set one round panel aside, and we'll work directly onto the other one. Earlier, we worked into the front loops only, so now we have the back loops only available. Insert your hook into any back loop. Pull up a loop and make chain 1. In the same stitch, make 1 single crochet. Continue making 1 single crochet in each back loop around. As you crochet, carry the yarn tail along the back of your work to hide it. So you will make a total of 30 single crochets for this round. At the end, you'll notice that there is 1 open space left, and this space is for the tape measure pull tab. Turn your work over. For the next round, I'm not making a chain 1. Instead, I'll start directly by making a single crochet into the last stitch from the previous round. Continue with 1 single crochet in each stitch around. You'll again have 30 stitches at the end of this round, then repeat the same steps for 1 more round. Turn your work, start directly in the last stitch, and make 1 single crochet in each stitch around. After 3 rounds, the filling measures about 1.5 centimeters, which matches the thickness of the tape measure. Now you can place the tape measure inside just to see how it fits. This gap here is for the tape pull, so you can pull the tape out easily. Now leave a long yarn tail, slightly longer than usual, because we'll use it to sew the second round panel on. Now it's time to assemble the cover. Place the second round panel on top. Then sew through both loops of the single crochet stitches on the filling and 1 remaining loop on the round panel. Continue sewing evenly all the way around. You'll notice that you'll end up with one remaining back loop. Once you're done sewing, secure the yarn and weave in all the loose ends. And now your crochet cookie tape measure cover is finished. You can easily customize this design by changing the colors, the stitch pattern, or even the shape. Thank you so much for crocheting along with me. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.